What's up, marker heads? It's Karen from Art by Karen and Haley, and this is the second part of the shiny Eevee and shiny Umbreon drawing. I'm really excited to finish this one up, and if you haven't seen the final piece yet, you can click on that in the description below. And from the last video I posted on, I'll be posting the scripted versions of my FAQ answers, or Q&A answers, excuse me. That way you can read them, because let's say you can't speak English or understand what I'm saying because I'm kind of stumbly when I talk. You can always scroll down there and read it. I do ad-lib when I'm talking because I'll have it scripted, but if I'm reading exactly what I wrote, it'll sound like I'm reading, and I don't really want to sound like I'm reading. So I do ad-lib a little bit, but it's essentially the same stuff that I'm talking about in all my answers, so if you just want to read what I say, you can do that too. Anyway, we're going to finish up this drawing in this video, and I hope you guys like it. NightOfTheWereCat, that's such a cool name. NightOfTheWereCat asks my 40-second question: is drawing a hobby to you or a career? Right now, it's sort of both. I illustrate for commission pay, but I don't do it on a full-time basis. And I also illustrate for storybooks from time to time. Recently, I've been working on getting things going to where it is kind of like my full-time job, so that in the future I can be at the level where illustrating is my career, but right now it's kind of like a part-time job. More than anything, but it is really fun, and it's not profitable, but it's rewarding in its own kind of way, because I'm always improving my drawing skills, and I'm always learning a little bit of something about business, so it's just more of a learning process than anything. For my hobby, I'd say, like, other crafting stuff is a hobby, but art's my passion, and that's really, or illustrating is my passion, I don't know. Art's kind of such a broad word that it could be used for anything, but illustrating is really where, more than a hobby to me. So I hope that answers your question. Hannabananaah asks my 43rd question. There's like an extra A in there. They ask, can you please do a video on how you did the water in the jump speed paint that you did for zkittyz's contest? I loved it. Thank you. I actually really like that picture too. It's right behind my computer, so I can look at it when I'm bored or whatever. I will be covering how I did the water in an upcoming video. I cannot promise you when, though, because it's just, I've got so many of these speed paint videos to finish and put together, and I have some tutorials for the prize winners to finish for my contest, so I'm working on different tutorials right now, but in the future I probably will do a water tutorial. My 44th question comes from Tari247. They ask, how much colorless blender ink do you go through? How frequently do you buy a new refill of colorless blender ink? So far between fall of 2007 and now, I've bought just 2 of the normal size bottles of colorless blender ink. I usually just use really light colors to blend, so I have a lot of light colored refills. But I mean, I do use the blender, but I kind of prefer the look of light colors as a blender. I really like to blend with E⁻⁻⁻, which is named Floral White. So I personally don't go through a lot. I don't prime the paper the way that a lot of other artists do. And I mean, I don't think it makes much of a difference personally, because I blend a lot anyways, so it just, personally I don't use a lot of the colorless blender ink. My 45th question comes from Pichu Graham. They ask, what kind of paper is that? And when they say is that, they're referring to the Latios and Latias drawing. So that's the video they were asking about. But in the recent videos I've been making, like that video, I've been using an ivory cardstock that has kind of a canvas texture. I really can't remember who makes it though. I believe it's a Strathmore brand of cardstock, but I could be wrong, so don't take that as complete fact. My mom gave it to me when she got rid of her scrapbooking stuff, so it could be some other kind of nice scrapbooking paper, but all I know is that it's acid free and it works really nice with my markers, so I'm not complaining. If I don't know what it is, oh well. That just means I can't buy more very easily. I'm gonna have to do some research if I want to buy more of it. In other videos that I've done, I have used Expressit blending cardstock, which is an excellent paper, and I really recommend it. It's probably the most expensive brand of paper that I've used, but it's really good for just bold colors. It's great for if you want to reproduce your artwork, because the paper is so nice and smooth and there's not that many flaws, and it's a really nice paper. My personal top favorite is Aquabee's Pen Sketchers paper, which is actually not that expensive of a paper, but it's a really great paper for blending, and that's actually the paper that I did my zkittyz contest entry with, and more of my earlier videos. I just haven't been using it recently because I ran out. So, these are my 3 top favorite types of paper. So, yeah. Alright, well that about wraps up the Q&A questions for this video. If you've got some Q&A questions, like I've said before, please leave them in the comments below and I'll try to put them in the next video. The next video I think I'll be uploading is of some of my OCs, so a little break from Pokemon, and I really like these 2 characters that I'm going to be uploading in the next video, and I hope that you guys do too, and I'll see you guys then.